week 7. I actually can't believe we're 7 weeks into this process and we're about to go on Easter break, so that means 3 weeks back in my hometown, which means 3 weeks of not filming anything. It's a little bit stressful. So I've got my notes with me today and a few things I want to talk about just from last week and going into this week, what's going to be happening. So this week I have an interview shoot today, Wednesday, with Marty, one of my interviewees. So hopefully I can be vlogging some of that. So that's my goal for this week, just to complete that successfully and get all the footage and upload all the footage to DaVinci, which is where I'll be editing my final project. So last week went really well. At AR Carts, I got some really good footage. Originally, I decided to be on camera 1, which was the camera coming down the street. The cars were coming straight towards me. And originally, I decided to have it as a static camera so that the cars would just be coming towards me and then they'd disappear around the corner. But as we started filming and they started practicing doing their qualifying lap around the track, I thought, you know what, let's give this tracking thing a try. So I did. I started tracking the cars around the track and I think it looked pretty good. So as they did their race, their actual race, I was tracking their cars and I think it turned out pretty well. So it went really well. I'm really happy with everything I got. All the drivers had so much fun. I had so much fun filming it. I set up everything as I could. One issue that I had at the shoot was that my SD cards ran out with 10-15 minutes left of the race. I pressed record on the cameras way too early as the cars were doing their qualifying lap. In retrospect, I should have waited for them to be on the grid before pressing record on my cameras, but at the time I was really anxious that I was getting in their way and I didn't want to stop them before they started their race so I could press record on the cameras. So I just let them record all of qualifying, which meant that they ran out 3/4 of the way through the actual Formula 1 race, which is a little bit annoying. But I still believe that I got the footage that I need. Looking back on it, I think I can work between each one and I can salvage it from everything that I got. So it's not that big of a deal, but it is something that I did struggle with a little bit. So there are positives and negatives of what happened at AR Carts, but I'm so incredibly grateful for everything and them letting me film, and I'm going to give them the footage and I'm going to give them the final cut of my final project to see if they like it. I hope they like it. So this interview today is all about getting narrative from the interview. So hopefully Marty's going to be talking about things that have happened to him within the community, like online or in person, being discriminated against, or talking about misogynistic things that he's seen happen or he's witnessed in person or his friends have witnessed. The questions that I'm asking are going to really draw out the narrative. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting together the consent form and the shooting schedule, sending it over to him, getting some notes ready for how I want the cameras to look before packing the cameras and then taking them up to the studio. So I will see you in the studio. So here I am in the studio setting up everything and how I want it to look, all the cameras, the lighting, the sound. I had some amazing help from my friends Charlie, Sammy and Andrew, and Charlie sat in the chair for me, helping me with the lighting. So yeah, this is what I was getting done in the studio with my little time lapse. And as you can see, here's what it looked like. I used this photo for reference later on for my other interviews. And as you can tell, it went really well. Everything stayed to schedule. And then I hopped straight over to the studio next door to help out with Andrew's final project called Student Digs. And we were just doing some filming of one of his scenes and it was so much fun. We had such a good time. Here's some clips of me filming Andrew. And here's Charlie on sound. Yeah, we had a really good time. Here's a quick pic of Sammy on camera and another one of Andrew. Yeah, it went really well. We're really proud of it. And then I came straight home and downloaded all the content from the SD cards to my computer, matched up all the audio to the videos. Here's my little clip of Marty doing his thing, doing really cool stuff. Yeah, he had such a good time. And then I started on my introduction, just mocking up the title and little clips, little b-roll clips for my introduction and getting the title sequence all together. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week. Bye bye.